Yes, people, we're here in Coventry at BKFC 64 and we're joined by the main man, Mr. Live Worldwide. Jeff Houston is here in the building and he's going to do an interview with a Fuse. How are you doing, Jeff?
I am chilling like a villain on penicillin here in Coventry. How you doing, Lou?
I'm great, mate. Even better now I've seen you, bro. How was the journey over here?
Long, but when you cross an ocean, you know exactly how it goes. It takes a while, but it's the destination for me, not the journey.
Yeah, so this will be your third show in the UK, is that right? Wembley, Crystal Palace, and now?
Well, I've done shows before BKFC, so I think overall this is going to be my 9th or my 10th time doing combat sports in the UK. Yeah.
Ah, wicked. And what's your thoughts on the UK scene so far in bare knuckle BKFC?
You know, bare knuckle fighting championship and bare knuckle fighting in the States, you know, there was a lot of acceptance that had to happen in order for it to approach mainstream success. I don't believe that that's the case here. I believe that it's more ingrained into the culture here in the United Kingdom and Ireland. So when it's here, it's almost like a national sport.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at it. And, you know, there's so many things going on in the States that, you know, keep something from, you know, gaining steam. But we don't have to worry about that because Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship is the fastest growing and the most exciting combat sport on planet Earth today.
It definitely is. And what's your thoughts on this card coming up, BKFC 64? You've MC for Conor a few times, haven't you?
I have. And I'm going to be honest with you, I think that Conor Tierney's in the best shape of his life.
Yeah, definitely.
He is in wonderful spirits. He is absolutely ready for this opportunity against Johnny Graham for the inaugural. And I always like an inaugural championship because it's just another weight class that's opening up, looking for its next superstar. And for the inaugural BKFC UK welterweight championship, I don't think that you could find two better guys to represent that inaugural fight.
When you first seen Conor fight, was that in New York against Jeremiah Riggs when he had his debut?
Yes, it was. I had an opportunity to see some of his earlier fights, but I never had the chance to see him in person. And seeing him in person as opposed to watching a fight on YouTube, it's like night and day. It was just absolutely incredible. And Jeremiah Riggs was really on the come up in BKFC. So to see Conor come in there and just systematically, you know, piece apart one by one with him, it was just incredible. But Jeremiah Riggs, you know, I mean, he's no pushover. He's no laughing matter, man. I'm going to tell you, he is a fantastic warrior with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. I'm so happy that fight happened.
Yeah, he's just had a war, hasn't he, against Angulo. A lot of people wrote Jeremiah out in that fight, and he did well, didn't he, against Angulo?
You know, it's interesting when you put a strategic fighter in there with the brawler.
Yeah.
And there are just a lot of times, unfortunately, that you don't necessarily protect your face as much as you could. I think that may have been the key. But the cool thing about it is Jeremiah learned a lot from that fight. I think that he learned so much when it comes to how you fight inside the squared circle with Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. And I haven't seen him drop his hands like that ever again. He has actually been very, very cautious on how he protects his face moving forward. So, hey, lesson learned. I love it.
Yeah, it'd be great if our UK fighters could take the silverware over to the States and fight for the gold, like 5v5. How good would that be?
I think that that's the idea. I think that that's the pipeline that we're trying to establish. I believe that's exactly what we're trying to do. The silverware, as you so eloquently put it, I like that. And boy, that's a heavy belt. Let me tell you that, man. That's the heaviest belt I think that we've ever had. You got to do bicep curls just to pick it up.
Yeah, it's heavy. It is heavy, like.
But I think that opening up that pipeline between the United Kingdom and the United States is exactly what we're trying to do. We're trying to get more UK fighters to cross the pond, come over and fight stateside with us, and have those opportunities for the World Championships. Because as you've seen, you know, the opportunities have been there. And we currently have a UK world champion as of right now in Mick Terrell, he's going to be a tough one to deal with. I only foresee one person, you know, giving him maybe a little bit of trouble, and of course that's Big Ben Rothwell.
Yeah, that's a fight that needs to be made, isn't it? Big
Absolutely.
Mick and Ben.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you've seen Perdomo as well.
Mm-hmm.
He seems like he's a good heavyweight coming on the up.
I think that he is probably one of the best heavyweight prospects in all of combat sports, not just bare knuckle. This is a legitimate, true juggernaut of an athlete. To have that kind of speed and that kind of power at that size, it's just the speed, the big thing, but how he's just mowed over our BKFC talent.
Yeah.
And, he's only cut his teeth with us so much, but that shows that this guy has got a preternatural sense for bare knuckle fighting. And when you see that talent develop over each and every fight, man, it's like watching your kids grow up. I love it.
Yeah, when you first came over to the BKFC, like working with them, did you ever, like realistically, did you ever see it getting to the point it is today? The likes of McGregor and all that being involved, the following it's got?
A lot of people ask me that, and the way that I have always seen it from BKFC 1, which I would put on par with the first UFC.
Yeah.
I'd say that's how groundbreaking it was. Nobody really know what to expect because it wasn't something that was regularly sanctioned in the United States. There were so many different athletic commissions that didn't allow it. Dave Feldman was actually turned down by 28 state athletic commissions before the state of Wyoming decided to say, you know what, we're going to give you a shot. And nothing really occurred to me until the first time that I stepped into the squared circle when we were getting ready to rehearse. Brand new fight surface that I'd never seen before, and I'd seen all the care that went into building this, this custom built ring. And I said to myself, this is going to be something. This is going to be big. This is going to be something that people will want to see. They may not know it at first, but they're going to want it because that primal, guttural sense that bare knuckle fighting brings is what the fight fans are all about.
It's the experience as well, isn't it, that the fighters are enjoying? Like, we've got boxers, MMA fighters, Thai fighters, kickboxers coming over. And when I've spoken to them, they say they've never received the care, the treatment, the medical attention like they have at BKFC.
Well, because it's a different sport. So therefore, if it's a different sport, there's got to be a different kind of care that goes into that sport, especially when you're dealing with the safety of the fighters, because we have a lot of flash knockouts that happen very, very fast. So we have to take care that our fighters receive the best possible medical assessment that they can get. And we've got Dr. Muzi, who in my opinion is one of the best in the world. He's one of the best doctors, ringside doctors that we currently have. And we have the best cutman. We just have the best response to our athletes. And I think that that's important when you're dealing with bare knuckle. When you're dealing with bare knuckle fighting, you're dealing with more cuts, more lacerations and such. So you have to be able to be there to answer that. And our medical staff has been on top of it the whole time. I couldn't be prouder of them. Yeah,
it is amazing. And do you think we'll ever get in Las Vegas?
Absolutely. I think that the sky's the limit for BKFC. The entertainment capital of the world is definitely going to welcome BKFC when it comes time. I definitely believe that we have a market there. I believe there's a viable market for bare knuckle fighting because there's been a viable market there for over 2 decades with the UFC. So why wouldn't there be an opportunity for us?
And before we wrap it up, mate, have you got a message for the UK fans about the show tomorrow night?
Oh, you better believe I do. All right, guys. We have so many nearby cities that can come to Coventry and check this out, especially the good people of Birmingham. You guys are, not even half an hour away. You got to come check us out. BKFC 64, Skydome Arena in Coventry, our first time in Coventry. We got 12 fights on the card. We're bringing to you the most popular combat sport on planet Earth today, and it's just going to be one hell of a party. It really is. It's the hottest ticket in town. I definitely recommend that you check us out, but if for some reason that you're not able to, you can definitely check us out on the BKFC app, Fubo Sports. You can also see us on the Freevee app on Amazon Prime, but do your best to make the show.
Amazing. Thanks for your time as always, mate.
Absolutely.
BKFC 64, tomorrow night, Coventry. Let's get it. Forged Irish Stout. So toasty.
The Fuse, sparked by Rakcna Media.